Chunks of life, fashion, entertainment, relationships, more chunks, TV.
Because I'm a foodie. Are you a foodie?
Big foodie.
We're both foodies. I guess we're both daughters, as you can see. Somebody birthed
Us.
have to take on the responsibility of being a mom in the household.
So my mom doesn't even live here. I think it's that lack of stability that has kind of made me be more responsible for my family.
I have little sisters, and sometimes I do have to discipline them. They're very quick to remind you that you're not their mom. I was trying not to be rude, like you left your car, you know? I was like, you left your car. Like, yeah, no. Welcome to mochunkstv and welcome to another installment of Chit Chat with Chunky, where we talk about life experiences. I give you a bit of advice and put my own twist on it. So today we have a special guest. Should I introduce yourself, girl?
My name is Nengi. Hiya. I am 22.
Okay.
Going on 23, guys.
Awesome.
I'm getting really old. I'm a civil servant. I work in the Department for Education. Okay. That's me.
What else do you do?
I run a business with Agatha May.
Yep.
Mama's Kitchen, guys. Ooh. Look for us, okay?
In fact, we've got some treats right here that we're gonna be munching on because I'm a foodie. Are you a foodie?
Big foodie.
We're both foodies. So today's video is something I'm guessing you guys are probably like wondering what does it mean. See from the title, it's called Daughter Moms. I kind of reached out to Nengi to do this video because like even from like uni, we both went to University of Leicester. Like I noticed that Nengi kind of like looked after like her younger siblings a lot. And I kind of could always relate to her in that sense, like kind of like real recognize real, like I see you, we see each other.
We see each other. We good.
I kind of knew, but then I don't know. I was looking for her snaps or whatever, and she was talking about. I think you were making food for your siblings for uni, and I was kind of like, oh, girl, I can relate. I know this life.
It's not easy.
Yeah,
it's not easy at all.
So basically, definition of like daughter moms. I just made it up, but it's like I guess we're both daughters, as you can see. We're the daughters to somebody. Oh my God. Somebody birthed us. Yeah, so basically we're daughters, but we also sometimes have to take on the responsibility of being a mom in the household. Would you like to, because I've rambled on a little bit, talk about your experience before I kind of go in? Decide. I'm just going to grab a meat pie. I chew really horribly, by the way, guys, so please don't judge me.
Let's just eat the food. Let me give a bit of a background first. Okay. So I moved here in 2008, so when I was about 12. And before coming here, I didn't really assume that role of a mum because I was in boarding school. So I wasn't
Where was this in Nigeria?
In Nigeria, so I wasn't really home or not, so I couldn't really act out that role, if that makes sense. But when we moved here, I kind of started to now see that I need to help my mom. My mom came here with a 1-year-old daughter, and then I don't even know how old my other sisters were, but she had kind of like a little child, a baby. She needed a lot of help, if that makes sense. So I was helping. I even used to wash her. I used to do her laundry. When I say I changed your nappies, she thinks it's a joke. It's a joke. I really changed her nappies. My sisters, I would cook for them to go to school. We'll clean the house, everything, and it's like sometimes it's not even appreciated. Do you get that as well? Oh wow! Maybe this food is not a good idea.
So basically, I feel like my story is quite similar to yours. I came here 2 days after my 10th birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that so vividly because I remember the night before I was going to come to this country, I was like, I don't want to come here because I'd been here on a holiday before and I saw how small the houses were. And I was like, why would I want to go and live there when I was on holiday, I was washing plates. And, you know, in Nigeria, you would have, like, I had housemaids. Not everyone has that privilege, but I had, like, housemaids. Not that we were, like, super rich, but we were comfortable.
Yes.
And our house was obviously bigger than what we have here.
And can I just butt in and say, in Nigeria, you kind of have more of a support network.
Support system,
that's it. And then they kind of offer their help and services to you.
So
you
like
don't
your
have to
grandma
go
might
and
be just
thank
down
you.
the road, or your auntie, even your neighbor.
You can ask them, can you please pick up my child coming back from school or something like that. But here, you can't do that.
Yeah, it's every man for themselves, every family for themselves in that sense. So I came here around 10, and then my mom and dad started work. And they were working a lot because obviously they had to grind. They came with their money from Nigeria, but there's always that initial grind when you move to a new country to establish yourself. Whether you want to get a house to rent or to buy, you still have to do that grind. And when you have young children, that can be quite tough, especially in this country where babysitting costs
a ridiculous
babysitters
amount of money.
They cost a lot of money, so you kind of have to kind of pull your resources. We had like our auntie who used to help every now and again, but I quickly became a daughter mom from age 11, 12, from like primary school. I think when I kind of realized that I had a bit of a responsibility was when in the morning I would, rather than going to my class to drop myself at school, I would have to take my little sister to the crèche, or is it the crèche? The preschool, whatever you call it. I'd have to take her there. My teacher kind of knew that was going on, so she would allow me to be late. Like I remember there was one time, there was one time that someone tried to say, "Oh, why is Mo always late?" And the teacher kind of just hushed her up, like because she has to drop her sister. And it was the same school, but it was on the other side of school. I'd have to run down. And then picking them up at the end of school as well. And there was times when I had to say things like, "Oh, I had a dentist appointment," when really I just had to go pick up.
Oh, wow.
My little sister. And I feel like my brother had the same thing because we were both the oldest, guy and girl. So quickly.
But I think it's worse for the girl. If you're first daughter, you kind of have to do a lot.
Yeah.
And in a Nigerian family or an African family or African home, it's the woman that does
most of the stuff.
I
feel like that is changing now though, because we're having conversations about it. I'm not marrying a liability. Let me just put that. Let me just put that out there. If my suitor is watching this video, I am not marrying a liability. No, there will be times where I love to cook. And I love to clean. I love a clean home. But I'm not going to be clean. I did not marry a child. Do you understand?
Yes.
I've been rearing children for a long time. I did not marry a child. You're meant to be leading me. So you must even lead me to cleanliness. Okay? Not just godliness. You must lead me to cleanliness. So you will pick up your own boxes. You will tidy up the bed after we get out. What about when I get pregnant? Then what?
I don't know.
You know, these Nigerian women have been grinding for the longest time, but not in our generation. No way. But I feel like, those were the initial times when I started to recognize that I had a bit of responsibility. And that responsibility kind of carried on throughout my life, really. Do you feel like you
feel like you're a mum, like before being a mum? You feel like you're 100%. A mum and a wife before even being a 100%, mum and a wife?
Except I'm not throwing it back in the evening. So even now, being as I've graduated, finished uni and everything.
Let's not even go into that.
You work a 9 to 5.
Yes.
I'm freelance and I work part-time as well. And I have to take my family into consideration. So if I'm filming in the morning or so, I have to write down in my diary at 12, I need to go and tidy up downstairs, make sure the kitchen is clean, make sure they have food when they get back from work and from school. What kind of responsibilities does your mom have? Because I feel like it's changed over the years.
So my mom doesn't even live here.
Okay.
So my mom travels back and forth. So right now she's in the country. But I think it's that lack of stability that has kind of made me be more responsible for my family right now.
Yeah.
So even my mom is here, she's doing most of the cooking. But when she goes back, it will be me to do it again.
Yeah.
Again.
My mom's a very resilient woman. She never gives up on life, and I rate her so much for that. And I do think actually she's a very lucky woman to have a daughter like me that's able to being serious, able to step in and help out, because I do feel like that's what it is. I'm helping out with my siblings, and although sometimes it does get a bit overwhelming, I don't mind doing it. Like I know somebody else, I won't name her, but she shares this struggle whereby I have little sisters and sometimes I do have to discipline them. And it can be very difficult because they're very quick to remind you that you're not their mom.
Yes.
You're not my dad! You also hear something! Ugly ass fucking noodle!
But it's like you just want to scream back at them saying, I am your mom. I am doing mommy things. Like I am here looking after you, and when I do need to correct you, I do correct you. It's not a fight. They mistake that. They mistake it for fight sometimes. I have to tell my little sister Sophie, I'm not fighting you, I'm disciplining you. There's a difference. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Even that came out with so much vim.
They don't get that. It's kind of like a grey area because we're friends and we're sisters, but in their heads, like we're sisters and friends first before you being whatever you are to me in terms of motherhood or whatever. Yeah. So they don't really get it when you try to discipline them. It's like, why? Where is this coming from? Why are you talking to me like
when
that?
you were just laughing 2 minutes ago? But sometimes you do have to check your siblings, and it's not always received positively. So it can be quite detrimental to like your relationship. Like I know I do have to fight that a little bit harder for my relationship with my sisters because sometimes we might not speak for days, not because I don't want to, but because they're not sometimes. Just because of their age, they're not mature enough to understand why that conversation had to be had or why I did have to raise my voice like that.
I thank God for my sisters in this sense, they're not terrible. Like, we can actually have an argument now, or I'll try to discipline them, and then they take it the other way.
Sophie,
but in the next hour, they'll be okay. I'll try and force them to laugh, and we'll be back together as friends and sisters. But I think it's really, really important to know that you have to discipline them, especially when your mum is not around all the time. Who's going to do it?
I did snitch on my sister once, though.
I snitch on my sister all the time.
People that I've had this conversation with, don't snitch. You have a relationship, but like, I'm sorry, responsibility before relationship.
Yes.
I do want to be your friend, but I also want to make sure you grow up right because I've made so many mistakes. If you have an older sister, you're very lucky. I had to be the older sister and learn from outside.
I always say,
I said we recognize, we see each other.
I wish I had an older sister or an older sibling at least to just take away. Do you know we've had to, well, me being the first child, I've had to kind of pave the way for my siblings. I've had to, always do everything right. Your sisters are looking up to you. You have to get a first class. You have to do this, you have to do that. And it's like when you don't
you got it though.
We thank God.
Hey.
There's so much pressure on you and it can have an effect on you sometimes because you're now thinking, if I don't get it, what does that make me? What am I showing my siblings? Am I a disappointment?
See, I have 2 points to bounce off of that. The first thing is I actually believe a part of where my blessings come from in life and where my success comes. I'm not saying my life is perfect, but part of my blessings, I strongly believe it's because of or as a result of the sacrifices I've made throughout my life. There were times when I would have to study, but I would still look after the household. There were times when the washing machine broke and I had to wash clothes with my hand. Boy, and we have a big family, 6 people. Yeah. So that is something that I probably have never heard much in this country. I'm talking in the cold, bruh. I strongly believe part of why God has blessed me the way He has, despite the fact that, there's some people that will tell you stories of they didn't necessarily revise, but they still got a good grade.
I don't understand.
Do you understand?
It used to.
You don't know what happened behind the scenes.
Scattered my brain.
Yeah.
Just a mess.
You don't know what happened behind the scenes, and God will just show you what to study, and He will just make it easy for you. Things that you should have struggled with because you help. They say charity begins at home. Another word for charity is love. So once you start practicing that at home, I really strongly believe it attracts so many things to you on the outside.
Definitely.
People don't know the grind, they don't know the struggle, they don't know the sacrifices you've made, and they'll just be wondering, is it only this person? Is it only this person? But they don't know the stuff that you've done underneath.
When you're coming back home and you're entering the kitchen straight, you just dropped your bag, and it's like, I keep on saying, I'm not a mom yet, I'm not a wife yet, but these are the things that I have to do. The
positive side of it though, do you feel like it's disciplined you well enough for if you were to get married tomorrow? I
definitely think so. I think it's prepared me. It's like I wouldn't not know what to do if I give birth today or if I get married today.
I don't know about give birth.
I mean, I think I would know.
Really?
I would know.
I mean, I looked after Sophie a little bit, but I feel like that was more my brother because I was a lot younger at that time.
I think I'm in a much better position than I was when I was 12, I guess. Because I didn't know how to do half the things that I do now. I didn't know how to cook. I had to kind of watch I don't even learn by watching, I learn by writing.
Oh, wow.
So I would go into the kitchen with my mum and write
what
she's doing, and that's how I learned. So today I can actually cook without using her recipes, using the book.
I think when it comes to being domesticated, I definitely would be ready to become a wife. But I think something I'm really, really working on is really having that solid foundation of Christ in my life, making it the center focus of everything I do. I know some people that we claim Christ by mouth, but are you actually triggering some people right now? Are you actually spending time with God, like time, quiet time? Something I'm trying to cultivate now is a lifestyle of prayer, not even the habit, a lifestyle of prayer where even if I want to go down the road, Holy Spirit, is it okay for me to go down there? I want it to be that serious. I believe marriage, there's a spiritual aspect of it where you constantly have to be covering your family, and especially when you start bringing babies into it, you know, so you need to be on fire.
You're speaking to me. I've been saying it for so long. I need to just be better in Christ. I need to be better.
But I don't love God.
But I don't love God. I don't spend enough time with Him. Before, you know, when Pastor used to say, Pastor B, what do you know him from?
I know him. Yeah.
He would say, if uni is the time for you to actually know God and get to know yourself in God. And I felt like after uni, for me, it kind of disappeared a bit. So like getting into work, I would wake up, first thing I'm doing is
trying to get in the shower.
See if my sisters have their lunch ready and everything, and then get ready and go. And then I'm like, before I'll be doing my devotional on the train. I'll be reading my devotional on the train. I'm like, this is not what I'm meant to be doing. I'm meant to wake up an hour before, read my Bible, speak to my Heavenly Father before leaving the house.
No, it's not easy.
It's not easy.
Yeah, your body doesn't want to wake up, especially in the cold. Hey, oh God, Nigerian parents, when will you learn?
That's another reason I want to move out, but that's a topic for another day.
Did you want to move out when you finished uni?
I was looking for a job outside London. That's how bad it was. My mom said, you are from an African, I think she said African heritage.
Oh yeah, African women don't live outside. Yeah.
You don't live outside.
With the chest. Yeah,
Mom, chill.
No, I definitely wanted to move out. I was very worried about going back home. Just, I think the second point I forgot to make, we mentioned about school and stuff. In uni, a lot of the time, because of the role I played in my house, when it was time to go to uni, I was very, very scared for my family. Like, I was scared as to how they were going to cope.
You're lying.
Yeah, because, of course, my mom is there, but then the role that I played was very
vital.
Yeah. And I was worried about how my sister Isha was going to cope because she's a bit younger than me, and it's not really something she's done for a long time, and she's not really that kind of person, if that makes sense.
That's like my sister.
Yeah, do you understand? Like, you know, you have to be a really giving person, like you're giving yourself and you don't complain about it. She managed to like learn as time went on.
I didn't even learn.
But I still feel like there were times when they would call me just to say hi, and I'd be scared, like, what's happened? Like, that would always be my, like, every time they called me from home, I was always scared what was going on. Although I had my moments where I would cause trouble as well, like, also considered myself a bit of a peacemaker. So situations that I wouldn't allow to get out of hand. So whenever anything was going on, like if they were having an argument, I'd be like, no, I'm coming to London. I don't live in London, right? I'm coming right now, do you understand?
Yeah.
So it was that, when I graduated, I was trying to decide what I wanted to do with my life.
And everyone does.
Really and truly, I wasn't sure whether I wanted to stay in Leicester or go back home, but I just wanted to follow wherever life was taking me, just go with the flow. And the flow took me back home. It's a bit better now, I guess, because everyone's older.
Is it?
But there's still a lot of responsibility. Like, I do have to be very considerate. Like, even like yesterday, like, I've been away from my house. I've been in London for about, this is the third day, I think. Yeah. 3 days now. So I've had to like call Sophie, like, is everything okay? Sophie's like, Mo, the kitchen is messy. I was like, I can imagine your sister saying that. She was like, Mo, the kitchen is messy. Let me just tell you now, because I'm going to tidy it up tomorrow morning. I was like, Sophie, do it now, because that's the kind of person I am. Like, I have to clean it before it has to be spick and
dirty kitchen. It really, really.
Do you ever have to tell your family members you're bringing a friend home? I do, because mine are they're very messy. No, apart from the whole cooking thing, they can be quite messy.
But I would ideally make sure I tidy before. But then again, if I was out,
no, like if you were out and you had to,
I'll probably
that's what I mean.
I'll probably have to tell.
Like, I have to quickly text like Sophie, someone's coming over, like, please tidy up.
But yeah, it's never that bad at my house. No, it's never that bad. But
okay, I feel like my family are getting better because we just recently did the living room, so they're looking after it a bit better. But the kitchen can be a huge mess sometimes.
Oh, good.
And I have to like my friend I was telling you about. She was saying that when she's not home, you can tell. when she's not been home for, there's a certain order that she sets in the house. And
but I think it's applicable to both of us as well. When you're not home, you can tell.
I have a bit of OCD in it, and even before I went to uni, my mom had to tell me like, okay, look, you're going to somewhere we're going to have to share a space.
This reminds me of our friend.
Some people are going to be messy. Which friend?
Eliza.
Oh, is it?
Eliza went into uni. I can't drop my bag on the floor.
I can't.
Shout out to Eliza. Love you.
I wouldn't say I'm like neat freak. Okay, I am. I just like things to be in a certain. Even my mess is clean.
But you wow.
Do you understand? I'll arrange it in such a way
that is an ordered
yes.
mess. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I'm that kind of person.
I mean, I'm clean, but I wouldn't say I have OCD because I can have like a pile of clothes on my chair.
Yeah,
but it wouldn't disturb me.
Yeah,
like
if I had a pile of clothes on my chair, it would be a neat pile.
Yeah, it would be a neat. Actually, no, I don't know about that one for me.
Becoming like friends with people, I've always been like the mom in the friendship group. I don't know if you've experienced that as well. You kind of carry those mommy traits.
It's a good and a bad thing at the same time because you tend to mummy everybody. Because in secondary school, in sixth form, straight up to uni, I've always been called Mami Nengi, and no one knew that was my name in sixth form. Yeah, like that was my nickname. Nobody knew, but everybody started calling me Mami Nengi when I was uni. I was like, this thing is following me everywhere. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know, is this a good thing or a bad thing? People say it's a good thing, but not everybody wants to be mummy.
Yeah, I want to feel like I'm your age mate.
Yeah.
As well. You know, although, okay, yes, I can be a bit more mature. It's maybe mature very, very early on in life. All my experiences as a daughter mom. And I guess that's what's giving me the drive to kind of like, okay, what am I doing next with my life? Because, you know, I feel like I have missed out on a huge part of my childhood, I'm not going to lie, as a result of that. But it's made me very driven and very disciplined and very focused. So around your mates, I don't know if you experienced this, but guys my age are very intimidated by me.
That's probably why I don't have a lot of guy friends. I don't know. I honestly don't know, but I think yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, when it comes to like dating, I know I tend to attract older guys, and whenever I tell them my age, they're always shocked. Like they always feel like
wow, you're 22
yeah,
or you're 21.
Yeah.
Wow,
they're like, even girls their age are not this mature. You know, the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, the way you I don't know, just everything you embody. Your aura. Everything just seems so mature. Yeah, and it's like, I don't know.
The thing is, when I get that as well, I don't know if it's strictly positive or if there's some bit of negativity attached
to it. That's one of the things, like, I don't want to have to almost milk myself down, but I feel like it comes with wisdom as well. Sometimes I do have to, even though I'm the kind of person that, I guess the way my friend described it is to micromanage people. Like, we worked on a project and I would be like, guys, like, have you transferred this file, this file, this file? Because I'm very thorough. So in that sense, sometimes I do have to tone it down so it doesn't seem like I'm belittling the people I'm working with.
Remember Eunice's surprise party thing? When I came to yours and we were trying to get ready for Eunice's.
Okay, guys, wait, before you go on, I want to put a snap in here, I spent ages trying to organize a surprise here, and then at the time that Eunice walked in, just look.
I'm filming myself! Oh my god! When we were both trying to get the food ready, I was just like, you were talking to me, and I was like, you were talking to me the way I would talk to somebody else doing something for me, and then I started talking to you the way you would. Do you get what I mean? And we kind of clashed. I was like, wow, okay, I need to tone it down.
Because we're so similar. Yeah. So imagine somebody who is imagine how they will be feeling. Yeah. I'm always telling people what to do, and it's a bad thing. Yeah. It's actually a bad thing. It's because you're used to being in control.
Exactly. Yeah. My cousin said it to me the other day. She was just like, "You really do like to order people around," and I'm like,
"It's not. It's very subconscious."
I do not know when I'm doing it. I'm like, my sister will probably be about to put a pot in the cupboard or something.
Don't put it there.
Don't put it there. Why are you putting it there? And I would say it as well. I don't even mean it out of a place of hatred. It's not coming from a place of hate or
sometimes you just
anything. It's It's just comes out.
It's actually better if you listen to me, but because we're in a world where we have to work in communities and teamwork, and these are our age mates, they're not our little sisters.
Yes.
You do have to reel it in.
Yes.
Sometimes, and even when I'm speaking to my older brother, I have to be very careful because he's older than me, and I do have to respect him. He's put something in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Timmy, could you just kindly
put that?
And he's quite respectful in that regard. Not, Timmy, are you okay?
Why did you put that
there? Taking a lot of maturing as well. I think knowing when to kind of flex your power, if is that a way to put it, is a sign of strength.
Yeah.
You're actually very weak if you don't know how to tone it down sometimes.
Definitely.
And you don't know the appropriate situations where you need to tone it down.
And I think you just need to be conscious and be aware of it. Don't let it be a constant thing that keeps on happening and you're not keeping it in check. Don't know that you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Then
how do you feel like it would affect us though if we were like to go into a relationship or into a marriage?
I mean, there'll be certain clashes, but the man has to understand.
Yeah.
Like, he knew the person he married. You two, you have to work on yourself.
Yeah.
You can't let someone else work on you for you.
Yeah, yeah. I remember I went on a cinema date recently, and I'm, again, OCD. Yeah. I was like, he left his cup there.
Hey.
And I was like, you left your cup. Like I said it in that. No, that's a bit freaky. In that tone of voice, that's a bit weird. I was trying not to be rude, like you left your cup, you know? I was like, you left your cup. Like,
yeah, no.
But I think even then, that was a mummy mo coming through again. Like, don't leave your cup there.
Like, hey,
yeah.
What am I getting myself
Yeah. Guys and their egos.
You
have to be careful. Although you're a woman with a lot of power, I feel like women have a lot of power, but it's power under control that makes you a truly strong woman. Do you leave your cup in cinemas?
I mean, no.
I think it's so wrong.
I don't like when people just leave stuff anywhere that
for the cleaner.
Don't do that. I mean, they get paid to do that,
it,
but
yes,
at the same time, don't create more work for them.
What do you think we need to do to, get away from all the stress every now and again? If you are a daughter mom, what you can do to help yourself?
I think also passing on responsibility to our siblings as well. So I've started to do this thing. I food prep for my family every Sunday. Some Sundays I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. So I'll tell my other sister, I'll be like, you're cooking for the house this Sunday, and she will do it. Yeah. So it's like I can't be doing all the cooking. When you go to uni as well, will you not cook?
Yeah,
for yourself. So start learning now. I
will know my sisters are read enough when I can be away from home, and I don't have to tell them what to cook. Sometimes like when I'm at work, I do have to tell my sister, oh, make rice or make spaghetti or There's no, I don't know. I can just sit there and be hungry. Waiting for somebody else to come and tell you what to cook.
Then again, that's the reason why I food prep on Sunday. So my dad does not say, Nengi, you just woke up and left. That thing really hurts me.
Yeah.
That sentence
you can never have those
you just
off
woke
days.
Up and left.
The off days, in my family, sometimes it feels like I don't know, I dropped the whole world on someone's head. Just because maybe I was tired that day, or I just forgot.
Clean the table.
Like I didn't have the time. I didn't want to do it. Or I just didn't want to do it
to lie down.
Yes. I wanted to have me time, and the rest of you as adults
can't do it.
Couldn't do it.
Pieces. So we need to kind of lean on other people for once. We can't keep on doing.
There is so much beauty in community.
Do this, do that, taking everything. And
What would I say in regards to a bit of advice? I guess this one is for like people as well that are around you. Recognize the daughter moms amongst you. Like it's very real.
Yes.
They're not just lashing out because they want to, or they're unreasonable. They might be going through a lot. Trying to grow whilst being mature at the same time can make you very confused. Like even in your spirit, and you don't know how to act sometimes. So do recognize the daughter moms around you, recognize their struggle, help them wherever you can, even if it's just by hugging them every now and again, telling them they're doing amazing.
But this makes us sound sad.
It's not sad. No, it's not sad. I'm just saying that I've had my moments, where people have really misunderstood me, but they've not really understood that there's a lot behind the girl. And like that's it pretty much. There are positives, there are negatives of being a daughter mom, but I'm sure a lot of people can actually relate. It's not something that people speak on.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone speak on it, actually, ever.
Yeah, it's very rare. It's very. I managed to pull it out of people though. I don't know, maybe because I can see it. I do manage to pull it out of people, and people just tell me, oh my god, same. Like wow, like I totally relate. Like oh my god, like I see your struggle.
This is the point where I say bye.
But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you liked it if you liked it. Comment down below on the things we spoke about. Share it with your friends, and also subscribe to my channel for more. Go and check out Nemama's Kitchen on Instagram, Twitter, what else? Facebook as well.
Yes.
And patronize them, please, for any of your catering needs. Very good quality food and very affordable as well. Until next time, guys. Peace and love. Peace and chunks. Bye.
Bye.